Alright, steady on, mate. Just skimming stones. What is going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to our next episode of 1 hour at the Kraken. I've decided to do this because of my Slayer task, and obviously one of the downsides of the Kraken, you have to be on your Slayer task to fight it. So we're going to do an hour here, see how many kills we can get, what loot we can make per hour, and then we'll pull it all together at the end and compare it to other bosses we've done so far and that are coming up. Before we set off, I'm going to quickly take you through my inventory and what I'm wearing, just so you have some idea how to beat it yourself. So I've got a magic short bow. I'll show you why when we get there. I've got a teleport to Piscatorus, which is where the Kraken is, and then fill your inventory with as much food as you can, so manta rays or anglerfish, anything. And then I've got a rune pouch finally filled with nature and fire, so I can alch anything I need to. In terms of setup, I see people do Kraken differently. This is what I use. I've got the Mage Cape, Trident of the Seas, Dragon Fire Shield for some defense. It uses magic and range, so I've got Carol, which is a good defense against the magic, and it has a little bit of defense anyway. Obviously, your best gloves you can use. We're not going to talk about why I'm using Rune. Mystic Boots, Ring of Suffering for the... I wouldn't use its effect. I just use it for its defense and prayer bonus. I've got the Occult for magic bonus, and obviously a Slayer helm because you're going to be on task. You think that's bad? 121 combat with rune gloves. That's how stupid I am, lads. I've sort of put it off and off and off and off, and now I'm 121 combat still with rune gloves. I'm not the biggest quester, so that's where it sort of come from, but it just looks so stupid now. Like, you know on the bottles of bleach where they have to put on do not drink? Yeah, that's for me. They put that on there for me. Fucking chowing down to a 3-course meal and a glass of bleach, is it? Hopefully next time you see the account I do have the Barrows gloves. I'm working on it as we speak. Enough of me talking though. We better crack on. Crack in. Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Right, so when we do get here, we're going to use a private instance. Now, if you die, you do lose whatever's left in there. But on the plus side, you can't be crashed, and you can leave things on the floor. They do drop sharks, so it can be useful to have food on the floor and pick it up when you need it. So this is what I was talking about with the short bow. You're going to use it to disturb the tentacles, and then switch over to Trident and attack the middle. Now this is pretty much it. One of the great things about this boss is it's quite AFK. It's rare it deals damage. Sometimes it can deal quite high, like 20 to 30s. Not very often though. Most of the time it's 1 or 2s. So this is something you can be doing whilst watching a film, making a sandwich. I don't know. What do people do? I mean, with the invention of RuneScape Mobile now, it's pretty much anything. Matter of fact, drop in the comments the, maybe not weirdest, I don't know where that would go. The weirdest or strangest situation you've been playing RuneScape on mobile. Our first drop has just come in, that's 100 raw monkfish. And drop number 2 is 50 soul runes. Kill number 4, just a regular old bucket. Didn't know my ex-girlfriend was on here. Hey up. Oh, why is that funny? Ooh. That is grim. Kill number 7 coming in. A magic seed. Now that's one of its better drops. It also drops a Kraken tentacle, which I think is 400 to 500k at the minute. And obviously it drops a full trident as well, which is around 1.1 mil. Other than that, I think the magic seed is right up there. So that's a good drop to get. Kill number 9. 5 sharks. So this is what I'm talking about. If you're in an instance like this where you've made it a private room, obviously I can't pick all these sharks up and they would despawn before I could get to them. But in this instance, I can leave them on the floor and pick them up when I need to, which makes my trips longer. I'm going to use these sharks, but I will buy more at the end just for the price check. Kill number 13 coming in. 250 chaos. It's really good for runes. food, stuff like that. Anything to do with water, so you've got raw fish, you've got water runes. This water don't taste like it. Oh, right, so here we are, boys. All of the loot from 1 hour at the Kraken. I don't even think this was particularly a good trip. We did get 2 magic seeds, which has jumped us up a lot. We're gonna see how much we've earned now, though. So let's take a look. And the full amount is, from 1 hour at Kraken, 1.2, almost 3 mil. So let's say 1.3 mil. Now we did use charges with our trident, and we did use manta rays, but I would say even with all that taken off, we're making easily 800k. Obviously you have to be on task, so this isn't the greatest money maker. Like, you can only do it when you're told to, but when you do, this is one of those tasks that you never skip. The money is insane. That's at least 800k an hour for the Kraken. But that's all for this episode. Like I say, in the comments, drop down which monster you want to see next. I'm also starting a new series, which is going to be like my main series, where I create NPCs and then I go around bossing and doing mini games and seeing what they can accomplish. So if you have an idea for which NPC I'm going to use, drop it in the comments. At the minute I'm thinking sort of Neve, one of the wizards, maybe Old Wise Man, just anything you can think of, drop them below and I'm sure I'll give them a shot. But until next time, boys,